Hello YouTube, I've got a question for you. Is The Division dead? In my opinion, at the moment it pretty much is, and I'll give you a few reasons why. Firstly, from launch it feels like Ubisoft or Massive weren't really prepared for such a highly anticipated launch. A lot of bugs, latency, and game-breaking bugs, like the bag bug or the daily bug. You get the feeling that it's a bit too much for them, and even if they fix the issues, the damage to their reputation has been done by that time. If it was one or two incidents, that would be tolerable, but the amount of them just amazes me. I'll go into the game-breaking bugs a bit more. All of the exploits going around just break the game. This is, at its core, a loot-based shooter, meaning loot should be the main focus and it should take a bit of grinding and work to get. But with all these exploits going around, from the Bullet King up to the Falcon Lost exploit, the whole aspect of that just flew out the window. Loot was way too easy to obtain, and due to that you pretty much lose the main goal of the game right off the bat. Secondly, I personally feel that I have nothing to strive for. I could go on and grind for hours, days, weeks even. I truly don't mind the grind coming from a long WoW period, but what am I grinding towards? The challenging incursion is the pinnacle of the PvE game at the moment, and I can easily do it with my current gear. My only issue on that aspect is that I don't have a group of friends playing, so I would have to rely on pugs. That sucks because loot was so easily obtainable that you have people who have no clue how to play the game and are running around at 200 plus gear score gear, but really just can't play the game properly, and then you hit a wall. But other than that, I have absolutely no incentive to grab more gear, so why should I log on every day and play the game? I'm almost at the Phoenix credits cap, have a bunch of crafting materials which I have no use for at the moment, and it pretty much lost all the fun it had in it. The rest of the game is a joke at this point, as you can see in this video of me playing the challenging mode of Lexington. I mean, mobs here are going down as fast as hard mode mobs with the current gear. It might be my fault a bit for playing the game a lot since launch, but I feel like I've pretty much seen all I can, and I'll probably be taking a break until the next incursion patch, because I have no reason to grind for anything. I mean, I could of course try to min-max my gear and try to get the best rolls I can and all that shit, but what for? My gear is perfectly fine and doing great. The PvP is pretty much dead. You have a few teams going rogue, then hiding until the rest of the server comes and kills them, and just go back to grinding the PvE mobs in the area. I had high hopes for this patch, and really thought it would bring something new to the game, but it's just brought an incursion that could be hard, true, but it's very boring. It's just one big room with 15 waves of mobs that you need to survive, and then you loot. That's it. I said in a previous video that this patch will either make or break the game, and it seems to me that it didn't bring anything new and interesting to the game, and a timer has started until its demise. The only reason I'll give the next incursion a go is because it's free, and maybe, just maybe, it'll bring something new and interesting to the game. If it cost money, I would probably just delete the game and move on. It saddens me because I was really hyped up towards the game, and I was really looking forward to it, but in my opinion, it's a real letdown so far. Another thing that I think is a huge mistake is that there is no incentive on making alts. Unless you want to go rogue a lot and you don't want to lose your DZ rank and stuff like that, but I mean, all gear is account bound. You can just get a bunch of good gear on your main character, level an alt to 30, and give it all the gear it needs in a 10-second relog. And if you don't want to PvP, why would you make an alt? You can use whatever build you want on your main at any point you want by just changing a few pieces of gear and a few talents. Another issue I think doesn't help the game at all is that there are no regional servers. I mean, I have no problem with Asians, they are great, but when they speak in general chat in their language, be it Japanese, Chinese, or whatever language it is based on the country they're coming from, I have no idea what they are saying, and I'd assume some of them just don't understand English well enough to take part in an English conversation over the general chat, which by the way is way too spammy. They should really make a channel for looking for group and a channel for general chat and whatever other needs there might be in the game in the future. So it would be somewhat possible to actually follow the chains of chat going on there, and there are a lot. Obviously I have to say that I pointed out Asians because from my personal experience that is what I witnessed the most. I'm sure that the same happens with people talking German, French, and a handful of other languages. So yeah, I'm sad to say that the game in my eyes is pretty much dead, and I don't see any reason to keep playing at the moment, at least until the next incursion comes out, and they might make some decisions to take the game in a better direction, better quality control when it comes to exploits and bugs, and mostly a reason to play the game and do the grind. So those were my 2 cents about the matter. How do you feel about the game so far? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. I'm gonna let you keep watching this run till the end. If you want to, feel free to watch it. If not, feel free to move on. Other than that, have a good day.
So far, so good. My strike squads are moving in. They'll breach the main hall on your signal.
Just one more dead black body on a pile, right? Go on, motherfucker! Kill me! But you can't kill us all!
Warning. Agent on your team is down. Requires assistance.
I'm impressed, Agent. Tricky assignment, but you did what had to be done.
Yeah, you broke their spine, kid. With the leader dead, the rest are gonna scatter.
I don't think we're quite done with them yet, but at least now we can get these JTF folks back on the job.
Oh yeah. I need my people alive and out there fighting the good fight. God knows we can't afford to lose any more personnel. I owe you, Agent. Hell of a job.